students. I am Gurmeet from English classes. Today we will discuss about the first poem of book First Flight, Dust of Snow, written by Robert Frost. This poem is very short, of 2 stanzas of 4 lines each. We will read the poem and then we will discuss the rhyming scheme and the literary devices used in this poem. So here, first of all, you can see the title of the poem, Dust of Snow. As you all know, what is dust? Dust means, otherwise we know that is धूल मिट्टी, बट यहाँ पर डस्ट का मीनिंग है झाड़ना, और झाड़ना किसका? स्नो का, और किसके ऊपर? पोएट के ऊपर। और पोएट के ऊपर जब वो स्नो की डस्ट पड़ती है तो व्हाट ही फील्स अबाउट इट, और उसको कैसा महसूस होता है, वो हम इस छोटी सी पोयम में देखेंगे कि इसमें पोएट ने कैसे इस डस्ट ऑफ स्नो को सिंबलाइज किया है. What does he want to say in this? We will read in this small poem of 8 lines of 2 stanza. Let's move on to the first stanza. First of all, the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. First of all, let us see the meaning of hemlock tree. What is hemlock tree? It is a poisonous tree or a plant with small white flowers. You can see in the picture also. You can see that tree. It is a poisonous tree having the small white flowers. And you can see the crow is sitting over there on the tree. And how the poet is standing under the tree, and when after the movement of this crow, you will see that the dust of snow will be falling on the poet. And what he feels then, let us see. You can see in the picture, and this tree is very similar to the Christmas tree you can see over there. Its branches are very soft. And as it is compared with sadness, this tree, it is compared with sadness. उदासी के साथ इस ट्री को कंपेयर किया गया है, बिकॉज यहाँ पर पोएट बहुत उदास है, और इसीलिए क्रो जो है, क्रो भी एक व्हाट इट इज नोन एज एन इल ओमन. क्रो को भी ऐसा ही कुछ माना जाता है, उसको एज अ बैड ओमन ही समझा जाता है. तो इस स्टैंजा में द सैडनेस इज शोन, कि पोएट की सैडनेस इज शोन, और क्रो जो है उसके ऊपर बैठा हुआ है. द वे अ क्रो शूक डाउन ऑन मी द डस्ट ऑफ स्नो फ्रॉम अ hemlock tree. The poet is standing under a hemlock tree, और जो क्रो है, शूक डाउन ऑन मी, जब वो मूवमेंट करता है, मे बी वो वहाँ से उड़ के चला जाता है, या वो वहीं पे बैठा बैठा मूवमेंट करता है, ऐसा तो कुछ स्पेसिफाई नहीं किया है, लेकिन बस ये है कि उसकी मूवमेंट से जो स्नो है वो पोएट के ऊपर गिरती है फ्रॉम अ हेमलॉक ट्री. And then what he feels, we'll read in the next paragraph. Before we go on to the next paragraph, let us see the rhyming scheme of this stanza. The rhyming scheme is, you can see crow and snow is rhyming, so A, and me and tree is rhyming, so B. So the rhyming scheme will be A, B, A, B. Crow and snow will be marked as A, and then me and tree will be marked as B. So the rhyming scheme of the first stanza is A, B, A, B. Now let's move on to the figure of speech which have been used in this stanza. The first figure of speech which have been used in this is enjambment. Now what is enjambment? when the same sentence is running on to the next line without any punctuation mark. You can see here, the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. There are no punctuation marks. So here it is enjambment. Now the next figure of speech which have been used in this stanza is assonance. What do you mean by assonance? You can see here, अगर एक vowel sound is being repeated, when a vowel sound is being repeated, कहीं starting, end या middle में, कहीं भी, चाहे वो starting में है, चाहे वो end में है, चाहे वो middle में है, so उसको बोलते हैं assonance. You can see in the second line, shook down on tree. So here O sound has been repeated. Shook down on me. You can see here the O sound has been repeated. So here it is assonance. So here we complete first stanza. You can see the rhyming scheme is A, B, A, B. And the figure of speeches which have been used in this stanza is enjambment and assonance. Now let's move on to the second stanza. Yeah, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. Now what do you mean by rued? Rued means held in regret, पछताना. Held in regret, किसी बात के लिए पछताना. Has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. What do you mean by this? Now this snow which has fallen on the poet, it has changed the heart of the poet. It has changed the mood of the poet and saved some part of a day I had rued. और पूरा दिन उसका नष्ट होने से बच गया. मतलब उसका मूड ठीक नहीं था, मूड उसका खराब था पोएट का, लेकिन जब स्नो उसके ऊपर गिरी तो क्या हुआ, उसका मूड चेंज हो गया. इट हैज़ द सैड थॉट्स, इट हैड चेंज इनटू द हैप्पीनेस. उसका माइंड, उसका जो हार्ट है, उसका जो मूड है, वो चेंज हो गया. सो व्हाट हैव यू अंडरस्टूड हियर? दैट the poet, he says, it saved his day from any further sadness. It ended all the regret that had filled his mind. उसके माइंड में जितना भी regretness था, पछतावा था, वो सब बदल गया, चेंज हो गया. और क्या हुआ, उसका जो दिन था वो खराब होने से बच गया. And this has changed by what? That the snow which had fallen on him, that is due to the crow. So here what you have understood, that dust of snow that has settled on the crow is a symbol of inertia that the poet's sad thoughts have brought about in him. And the crow's shaking of this dust is a symbol of new awakening that comes in the poet's mind. It ends all his regret and saves his mind from any further dejection. Thus we see that every word of this short poem is loaded with deep symbolism and significance. I hope you have understood. Now again you will see the same rhyming scheme. Yes, you can see the same rhyming scheme. Heart and part are rhyming, mood and rude are rhyming. So A, B, A, B. Then let's move on to the figure of speech. Again, first is enjambment. You can see that the same sentence is continuing without any punctuation mark. Has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. So here it is enjambment. The next figure of speech which is mentioned in this stanza is alliteration. What is alliteration? It is the repetition of the consonant sound at the beginning of the two or more closely placed words, consecutive. You can see that in this, it is the repetition of the consonant sound at the beginning of the two or more consecutive or closely placed words. For example, you can see in this, in line number 5, in continuation if we'll go on to, otherwise you can see the line number 1 only in this stanza. Has given my heart, has given my heart. So you can see here has and heart, her repeat हो रहा है, जबकि ये दूर है, लेकिन still जबकि ये दूर है, दोनों में देखो गैप है, एक वर्ड शुरू में है तो एक लास्ट में है, लेकिन फिर भी हम इसको still we will say alliteration because words की जो starting sound है वो same है, तो इसीलिए हम इसको यहाँ पर alliteration ही बोलेंगे. एक लाइन आप देखो 7th लाइन में यानी 3rd लाइन में देखो, and saved some part, saved some, स की साउंड रिपीट हो रही है, तो इसलिए यहाँ पर भी ये एलिट्रेशन है. तो सेकंड स्टैंजा की 1st और 3rd लाइन में आपको एलिट्रेशन नज़र आएगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पर 1st वाली लाइन में ह और 3rd वाली लाइन में स रिपीट हो रहा है, तो यहाँ पर एलिट्रेशन है. एक और फिगर ऑफ स्पीच है इसमें, वो है कॉन्सोनेंस. What is consonance? When consonant sound is repeated. जब consonant sound repeat हो रही है, पर वो हो सकता है कभी starting में हो, कभी end में हो, कभी middle में हो, और वो चीज़ आपको कहाँ दिख रही है? Last line में. Of a day I had rued. Day had rued. तो कौन सी sound आ रही है बार बार? ड की. ड sound is being repeated. तो यहाँ पर क्या है? Consonants. So hope you have understood and it will be helpful for you. If you have any suggestions or comments, please put in the comment box. For more videos, hit the bell icon. Thank you.